I bet you've heard about people talking about opening your shoulders in a turn. Okay, what they're really talking about is an open stance. And we have here in this tip a really simple idea that might just bust it open for you. Facing down the centre line. If you're battling with backside form, here's a simple idea that might just turn it upside down for you. So our old buddy, current WSL Masters champ, Rob Bain, used to have a neat trick. At the end of a heat, he'd catch a wave and stand straight up, 1 foot either side of the board, arms out and just facing directly forward. Bainey called this the Duke stance, after the fabled Duke Kahanamoku. And boy, it was a crowd pleaser back in the day, I'll tell you. What's interesting about the Duke stance is that although Bainey was doing it for fun, he was unintentionally playing with a technical point that's become steadily more prominent among top surfers over the last 2 decades or so, probably thanks to all the amazing backside tube riding we've seen at places like Chopu, in Indonesia, Cloudbreak, so forth, because this one's a real backside thing. So this is really another step away from that square stance, the stance most of us tend to automatically adopt when we spring to our feet. And it moves us further towards a more flexible and open stance. So I know this is an extreme example, okay, but you can observe this style point in any video footage of anyone surfing at Chopu these days. The best backside tube riders, especially at Chopes, have mastered an open stance that allows them to face down the stringer line and make nice little adjustments while rocketing through the pit. So what this is that facing down the stringer or centre line of the board opens up a really fine control of the rail and side fins. It conserves energy in both bottom and top turns. And as a little backside bonus, gives us a much clearer view of the approaching wave. So diagnosing your struggles with the stringer line, okay? Here's a few indications that you're really yet to develop this style option. Does it feel awkward in the backside bottom turn? Kind of can't pull a smooth backside high line turn or floater to save your life? Can't see the oncoming section while riding backside? Persistent sore neck or lower back or knee pain, particularly after a backside focused surf? And do you feel like you're kind of wrenching at backside top turns, putting in more effort than you really need for less of a result? They're all telling you something about this, okay? So how do you open your stance up using your feet? You know, the angled back foot, that can help a lot. So can a really slight angle in the front foot, toes turned a little forward down the stringer. So can patient work on relaxing that upper body and working instead through the hips, knees and ankles. Yeah, we're just going to keep laying that one on you, so, you know, get used to it. But most of all, we recommend a bit of shock therapy. Why don't you give it a go with Big Bobby Bain's Duke stance? Yeah, 1 foot either side of the stringer. Going Duke will force you out of your comfort zone. It'll get you to thinking more and more about weight, about where it's going on your board and why. And it may even cause your friends to roll around with laughter at the same time. And who doesn't want that? So here's a radical idea, even more radical than the Duke stance. The ultimate version of the open stringer line stance is, you guessed it, switch foot. You really want to challenge yourself? Try it. Try switch footing. Best board to try this is something a bit longer and wider than your usual craft, but you don't need to go to the longboard. Just work on it on the beach first, try jumping up to your feet switch and mirroring your normal stance, then take it out into the water. You know, ride a small beach break away from everyone else and just try gentle takeoffs and switch just straight from the get-go. Don't shuffle around, don't stand up normal and then try to switch. Just get up switch. Give it 10 tries, then just stand up normally 1 time. See how that feels, see what's changed. You'll be blown away. Get a fat little board, take off on a wave, try to put the wrong foot in front. See what happens. Guaranteed that will open you up.